Hello and welcome back to episode number 2 of our Paladin World of Warcraft Hardcore Dead is Dead, Diaries of Death run. We have left our Paladin last time when we were questing outside, and I just cleaned up really a little bit. Number 1, I traded in the quests, we just barely dinged level 10. Number 2, I bought small brown pouches just so that we do have enough backpacks. We got some stat food that we gained as a quest reward. And other than that, everything is really just as we left it off. We now got lay on hands on top of our bubble, which is quite helpful. And we got blessing of protection. So now you might ask, what are we going to do? Oh, hello there, Mr. Priest. Thank you for blessing me. Really appreciate that. So, now the question is, what are we going to do? And there are a couple of quests, actually. For starters, level 12 quests is available in Ironforge, which we're not going to do, but instead we're going to go right over here to the Shimmering Stute. And on our way we're picking up 2 additional quests, and there's even an elite quest, so let's do that first. Gotta appreciate the landscape here. I know the Dwarven starting area got a lot of flack for not being as nice as the other 2 areas in terms of quests and quest rewards, but I actually think that they did a very decent job in getting a snowy landscape off the ground from the start, so really appreciate that. People in hardcore are nice, they are buffing you, although you're just passing by. That is very friendly. Good, we're coming to our first potential quest, which by the way is a level 12 elite quest.
How are you? Watch your back.
She wants us to slay an elite enemy. I don't know, man. I think we are not quite ready for that yet. Yeah, I think we're not quite ready for that yet. Apparently the guy is right up here, protecting the herd. Ember still wants you to slay Vagash and bring his fang to her. Okay. Well, you know what they say. If no one asks, then you cannot. If you don't never ask, you cannot gain. So protecting the herd. Anyone want to team up? If the answer is no, then that is fine as well. We're going to get 2 further quests. Good, we discovered the Qualbury quarry, which is kind of a little mining area. And I've seen a lot of death clips around that, so this definitely is a death zone where our people find their end.
Safe travels.
Lockjaws are the worst.
Hi.
Need to kill 10 of them.
Off with you.
And 6 further down there. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Off we go, right into our killing frenzy. And I bet you once we're done with that, there will be a follow-up quest for going deeper into the mine. So in terms of just single damage, I think the Paladin is doing very well. I have switched to one-handed shield because a lot of the extra damage comes from the seal and from judging. The only thing that is important is don't put visuals. And make sure that you don't let them run away. Good. Fast forward for you guys. Good. We killed quite a few of these guys from the outside, and we're now on our way into the actual mine. I forgot to mention, by the way, that I also learned mining and the good old engineering. And for mining, I think it is due to finding minerals.
What's on your mind?
Let's see if this guy has a follow-up quest. The answer is no, which means we first of all need to kill more miners. Let's go. Alright.
How are
Found
ya?
a warrior on the way.
Watch your back.
And of course, as a paladin, how could I say no? So we were just browsing through the cave, essentially killing each and everything in there. Might as well team up when presents itself.
That spell isn't ready yet. Charging. I need a target.
And I need a mining pick. Oh my lord, how could I forget about that? Alright, and since I said we are going to try a few new things, we are this time indeed trying our best to do elite quests, whether or not we have someone supporting us. So this time we have no one supporting us, so it's just us against, I think it's a Yeti in here. Who currently isn't here. We'll come back in a sec. In the meantime, we went back. Need to train some of our skills anyways, so let's get the bandages up.
Well met.
And once we're
Safe
hitting
travels.
40, we can even get the heavy bandages. That's great. Next up, I need a mining pick, because we wouldn't be a miner without one, wouldn't we?
Great to meet you. Be good. Well met. See you soon. What's on your mind? Watch your back. You got my attention. Off with you.
Good, we have the mining pick finally figured out, which means we can now also mine, and that'll be important because, of course, we want some cool gadgets. We weren't going into engineering for no purpose. Let's see if we can do the level 12 elite quests all by ourselves. Alright, attempt number 2. Let's see if the Yeti is at home. By the way, I upgraded the devotion aura to level 2, so we're having 160 extra health, armor. And Vagash is here. Yo, baby. Hits 420. Does have a Nova.
Charging.
And to kite this out a little bit. Coming? No. Okay, with limited ranged attacks, there's a fence here. If I could get him down, I suppose we could kite him? Well, let's try that. This here looks like the right play. That's a bit sketchy, Syken, but let's give it a try. No one else wants to do the quest. Might as well do it ourselves. Let's get some buff food going, though. Some extra hit points will go a long way.
I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet.
Good, we got the Glacier Roar. Moving. Just too slow. Okay, let's try it again. Third time is the charm, eh? Let's go. It's hard. That much is sure. Okay. Kept him in combat. Unfortunate. Glacier Roars, okay. Still good.
I'm out of range.
Keep coming. No, so close. Almost. Alright, fourth time is the charm. He parries, immediately retaliates, that's not good.
Still recharging.
Moving. Let him catch up. Alright. Alright, we got him down here. And now it's time to use our fences.
Range. Too far away. I can't cast that yet.
Healing. Just don't get hit. Oh man, I don't know. Without range, that's going to be a really tough sell. No dots either. Nothing. I think we will need to pause on that one just for a moment and come back a little bit later. Well, it didn't take too long. I asked if anyone wants to do it again, and turns out that people are willing to do it together. I would have soloed his Yeti brains out, but that is difficult as a melee. Good. Share the quest on the go.
It's low. It's still recharging. I can't attack that.
Alright, we handed in.
Be good.
And we are getting a nice two-handed hammer. Man, that's a huge damage
Watch your
upgrade.
back.
So off we go, two-handed again. And we are making our way solidly to the shimmering stout over there. Let's go. Alright, stopping shortly by the north post where we're getting a quest, and then I think we're going to make our way over to here, to Loch Moran. Oh yeah, we're going to Loch Moran, right? Someone in the background seems to be ultra excited about that. And yeah, let's trade in the quest. Good. We find the dwarven corpse. Unfortunate. Need to get the Mangle the Mighty Claw. Which, there he is, Mangle Claw. Let's teach him a lesson. See how our new weapon works out well. Maybe not the best time to start skilling at it, a weapon, but we had some two-handed skill before. Let's just not get an extra ed. Doesn't suck. Yeah, we're taking more damage, but we will be fine once the weapon skill is a bit higher. Alright, so now that we got that, let's bring back the bad news. Good, we just leveled up whilst I was grinding the weapon skill, and we got ourselves another point in Divine Intellect. I am going to start with the healing tree on my build, and then we're going to see where it takes us. I do have a bit in mind, but I don't want to use it yet. I think it is quite effective for leveling, and we're not going to level as a Retribution Paladin. Don't disclose that much. So, off we go after our weapon skill is now 46, which is
You got my attention.
We're going to hand that in, and look at that. We got a nice main hand weapon. Now we can choose between 8.3 in the two-hand department, or we're taking a compact hammer for 7 DPS. Next up, oh wow, you're super excited today. Next up, we are going to go to the innkeeper over here, because that's where our next quest leads us. Alright, so we managed to
keep your feet on the ground.
Get right into the action here. Before we do anything though, I would say we're binding ourselves in the next camp. So this is the equivalent of good old barons on the horde side. Gotta be a bit careful with some of the things, but let's trade in our transitional quests and get all the quests that we can. Alright, so first quest in the new location is flying to Orgrimmar, Ironforge of course, and then basically flying back. So of course we're going to do exactly that, but there's also the Deep Run Red Roundup, which is a level 12 quest. So if we're not doing it now, I feel there is little chance that we're going to do it anyway, or anytime soon. So might as well do that right away. Good. So Monty here has a problem with rats.
Have a great day now.
Capture 5 rats by using the rat capture flute. Well, that shouldn't be too difficult, should it? There are plenty of these buggers here. Not sure why that is exactly a level 12 quest, but
Too far away.
maybe there is like a monster rat somewhere that can spawn, taking great offense in us seducing all of the small rats. Okay, so that looks like an easy quest.
I'm out of range.
Good. Now I do have 5 captured rats. Behold. Syken, the Rat Whisperer, is on his way. And we should be good, right?
Can I help you? Alrighty then. Be seeing you. Hey! Hi, how are you? My, you're a tall one. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Can
we
I
get
help
a
you?
follow-up quest?
Alrighty
We
then.
do.
Off and away.
Me brother Nipsey. Okay, so that is in Stormwind. And what are we getting for that? You know, when we're going to Stormwind, which I'm sure we're going to do at some point, that is a perfect opportunity to trade in the quest. Until such time, we are done here, and we're flying back to Dunmarak. Just another observation. So I'm playing for maybe less than 40 minutes-ish. And in that time, there are already 6 people who died. The Alliance side on the Stitches is far more populated, and it's crazy. Also, the amount of death that you're seeing. 2 level mid-20s that were going.
How are you?
And a couple
See you
of
soon.
10
Be
Ts.
good. Keep your feet on the ground.
Cool. So we need to get that pig back to our Hearthstone location in Morok. And from here, I think we do have all of the quests, if I'm not mistaken. So for starters, we saved about a silver Hearthstoning here instead of flying.
You're back. Safe travels.
Very good. Cool. So, the only thing that we need now is to start the quest. There are plenty of them. Got a couple of trocks to the west. South looks quite good as well, so let's do both of those locations. Good. We're currently heavily buffed since we were in Ironforge, and it felt like a good moment to ask for a couple of buffs. So we should be okay in taking 1 or 2 of these at the same time.
Charging. Can't cast that yet.
Very good. I must say though, even though we are buffed, they still hit hard, so I do understand why we are struggling with them. These guys here are the second deadliest fellows in this region. Sorry for the background noise, someone has found a new toy. Very good. So let me grind away at these stone splinters. That seems like a job I can do. It's a lot of kills that we need. And we'll fast forward that for you. Good. We have not only the trolls at our hand. Or what were they? No. The Splinterstroke Trocs, not trolls. The Trocs at our hand, but we also need to gather quite a bit of wildlife recipes. Spider Acre, as well as bear meat. So I'm in the middle of an area where I can kill literally any mob at the moment. It is for a quest. So even the non-hostile ones like the mountain boar are fantastic options. So, moving on. Fast forwarding for you guys, as this is quite a grind. Good, we just recently dinged level 12, which is fantastic. Another point in intellect. And we're almost done with our trucks here. Transitioning slightly over to the Undead Kobold, which we need for 100 years. So it's slaughtering one tribe, to be replaced by slaughtering another one. This here is crazy amount of just kill and collect missions. But it was very similar on the Horde side. Ah, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Just shouldn't be pulling another one. Is he though? He's pretty much running at this point. Dude, use your stone form. Helping others.
That's still recharging.
Even gave him a blessing. He really shouldn't have pulled 2 if that was too much for him.
Too far away.
Alright, we're continuing our grind and I'll keep you updated about how it is going. Alright, finally we're getting somewhere. The grind of the tunnel and reds and the throgs is almost done. Got almost all of the ears and the teeth rather. But that has been quite some time. I changed to one hand and shield for the time being, since from an efficiency perspective you just take so much less damage, and that I can maintain my mana pool for longer, that at the end increases the speed. So testing out a little bit one hand versus two hand. It seems that one hand at the moment indeed is a little bit more effective. Good. That was the last stone splitter tooth. Now we're just needing one more ear, and then we can move on to other quests. You can see I have almost leveled half a level just by grinding these two types of enemies. It's a lot to get. Sometimes the drop rate isn't that great. Mr. Mage got a buff from me as well. Good. Let me continue here and I'll give you an update. Alright, time to trade in our quests. Oh gosh, our inventory is full. That's the worst.
Hello.
Let's try that again.
See you soon.
So we got ourselves some food, which is okay, I suppose. The experience, of course, is a bit better. Let's trade in everything inside. Alright, next up, the frogs. We've traded that in. This little XP boost here. And we have gotten ourselves an additional quest for the stone splinters. Okay, they are over there, fair enough. I think we're going to get them, but before we do, I would want to finish the wildlife quest. We still got bear meat and boars to kill, both of which we're going to do now. Alright, time to hand in the quests.
Well met.
So, the
Be
red
good.
catching here.
Keep your
couple
feet
of
on the ground.
ears.
Be good.
And then we got another quest right in here. There we go.
See you soon.
Fantastic. That's even a level up right there. Hooray! Indeed. Level 13. And I need to buy skills, as well as sell quite a bit of stuff, as well as level my cooking and first aid. And that is a fantastic end of today's episode. It's a good point to stop here. Next time, Psych and Heals will return on level 13. Let's go, boys. Thanks a lot for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we're continuing the journey as a Dwarven Paladin. It is time to continue our Dead is Dead run, Season 2, so to speak. We made it all the way to Stormwind. Matter of fact, I did the most pointless quest by myself, which is the Paladin class quest in order to get Redemption, the Resurrection, which on this server is a spell that you will literally never use. It is impossible to use that spell because you cannot revive anyone, obviously. So, with that being said, we made it to Stormwind, and I just wanted to kill a couple of Defias baddies, as well as have some fun in the realm of the humans. So, we're going to do exactly that. I want to also go with the weapon trainer so that we can learn to wield swords, and that's really what's going to happen. So, let's join me on this quest. Alright, so we're running through the Elven Forest. A nice little contrast to the stark, rather frozen wastes of Mulgore. So I like the Elven Forest. I also like Mulgore, to be honest. The Alliance zones are just well made. The first ones are looking good. Good. What I wanted to showcase is just how many people died in the last 2 minutes. Human warrior, gnome warlock, human mage, and another human warrior. Boy, oh boy, on Alliance side, the herd is thinning out quite well. And now I know how a more populated server looks like. On Horde side, could go 2 hours without seeing 4 death. Here, it's like non-stop. Anyways, we're moving further through the Elven Forest here to Westfall, which is where we are going to have most of our quests. Hogger is down here. Are we going to kill him? I mean, he's an elite after all. Is that an upgrade for us? Slight, I would say, but not worth the time. No, let's do level appropriate quests. I could always come back and do Hogger. Anyways, moving on. Alright, so Westfall is where many people end their career. You can see huge spots of red due to the Defias rogues. And the Defiers faction with their backstabs and just with their abilities to hunt down players. It's a tricky one. Also, they are hitting quite hard, so gotta give props where props are due. We already took a couple of quests up here. I'm on my way to the Griffin Master. That's where we want to go. But in Saldian's farm, there are a few quests that we
What
could
can I do for
take.
you? Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
What do we have to sell, by the way? A couple of special seats. Interesting.
Be careful.
What can I do for
Salma
you?
here.
Farewell. Have a good one. Safe travels. See you around. Be careful.
Wow, looks for a lot of ingredients. Holy smokes. So we're going to definitely kill a lot of creatures. It's one of those grinding things again. I am still wondering whether or not I should go with a Blessing of Might or with Blessing Wisdom in order to keep our mana nice and tight. So I'm potentially trying Blessing of Wisdom for a while to see how the mana flow is. That should allow us to pull without any downtime in between. Good. Other than that, let's get the other quests before we're starting to kill everything on sight. Alright, so we're ready. There's plenty to do. Man, boy oh boy. We will start with just killing the wildlife, to be fair. So, we need boars for livers and snouts. I will continue with Blessing of Wisdom. And I got myself a swing timer. The Blessing of Wisdom is interesting because now our attacks aren't hitting that hard, but As you can see, we're having almost no downtime because I could theoretically heal up and we're going to be fine. So, not sure if I like it at this level. Later it's going to be wonderful, but yeah, later we also have Blessing of Kings. So, I suppose for now it's fine. It's definitely fine when we're going into dungeons and when I'm supposed to heal, because that will make our job so much easier. And from a durability perspective, so one heal and we're back up to full. We're just letting it run for a bit, and we shouldn't be going out of mana soon, so that's a good one. We're really just mainly grinding down mobs here, so I'll fast forward a little bit for you guys because it's not the most exciting place. The devious one, that might be more exciting. Oh wow, look at that. Level 60 mage just died. Holy smokes. Alright, so I think I found the sweet spot for what I'm trying to do. I stick with the MP5 Seal Wisdom, but I switched to the two-handed weapon. That kind of offsets the DPS problem, and from time to time, as long as I'm single pulling, I can simply heal myself full. But every now and then I need to heal myself, and as long as I leave enough room or time in between, I'm seldomly running out of even below 50% mana. There's a lot of auto-attacking involved with that playstyle, but for now that seems like an efficient way of doing it. As for the enemies, I am just chewing through everything. We're just moving here in a straight line, getting whatever we can. And once I'm done with that initial wave through all of the enemies, we can reassess what we're still needing. I think that's an efficient way of going about it. The DPS of a Paladin isn't great, and we will see that as a common feature throughout that playthrough, but there are ways around it, and I will showcase a couple of them so that you're not left hanging all by yourself. An easy way of fixing it, but that doesn't always work, is to find yourself a level partner. If you say you're a holy paladin and you have freshly started on his own, people tend to like to team up with healers, so it's not a big issue whatsoever. And then, for instance, if you do have a warrior as a leveling buddy, that is a sweet combination. One that works super well. You're just keeping him alive and he will bring the DPS. So that's not bad at all. And you can see whilst I'm talking, I can chain pull enemies at this period. Of course, you could always kill them faster, but I think the speed is reasonably good. And we're not having any breaks in between. Mana is okay. We're doing fine. Here and there a small heal, but other than that it's just really auto-attacking and using the time in between to let the mana go up. Sometimes I'll just let it take a couple of more moments without smiting or judging in this case, and that almost gets the mana to full. Okay, so fast forward for the rest. I think the harvest golems will drop the third mob prime, and we should be fine here. And I'll make my way further to the north, killing everything on the way, essentially. Alright, so we transitioned from the smaller harvesters to the bigger ones. Couple of smugglers in here. 3 to be precise. 2 or 3? 2. You know what? Against those guys, we're just going to one hand. And
That's still recharging.
let's start with a little bit more defensive setup. Good, these guys do have backsteps, so running away, not a good idea. Equally, letting them attack from behind in general, not a good idea.
Charging.
Good, relatively straightforward actually. Did you guys store corn in here? Yep, thank you. Oh, it's good. We need to gather 8 of these corn sacks or oat sacks as well. So, back to our harvester massacre. Let's continue with getting these guys done. I'll fast forward a little bit because this is really just single pulling and running them down. Okay, so besides our cornfield, the Defiance Brotherhood just respawned. Apparently someone else has killed these guys beforehand. And to be fair, now it's a perfect opportunity for us to not only get a couple of red bandana, which we need to select, but we also need to kill like a variety of these guys as a prerequisite for later dungeon quests. You can already see why they are so hated or so dangerous. Number 1 deadliest is the Defiance Trapper with the net ability and backstep. That's a really nasty combination. People are trying to run away. Light feathers we can't use because we really don't have the option for that. Anyways, it's a really tough combination. You're ending up with the urge to run away, and then they net you and basically lock you in place. And if you're not facing towards them, you're even getting smacked. That's pretty tough. No wonder that they are number 1 in the kill leader statistic here. Okay, I will continue grinding down the waters, get a bit of grains for us, and a couple of the Brotherhood. Let's go, baby.